Welcome to Amazing Buys, where we discuss shopping, fragrance, and do reviews. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the notification bell, like and subscribe, and let's see what's new at Five Below. Starting off in the back to school area, they still have lots of items here. Not everyone has started school yet, so they have fans, keyboards, and these monitor stands with charging. On the other side was tablet stands in pretty pink colors. You have black, and at the bottom, retro phone handsets. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I feel about that being called retro. Those are going for $7, and right next to it are karaoke microphones. I have one. I should have used it on our long road trip. Okay, up next are lunch totes, and these look like pretty good sizes that maybe someone can take to work or a picnic or something. This brand is called Wrong Wrong, and I immediately thought it was some type of Barbie thing until I looked up close, and I know they don't still have this. You lost, okay? You lost. Up next is the Spider-Man section. I did show you guys this in the last Five Below video, but they did add a couple of items like the backpack, water bottles, and lunchbox going for $5 and $7. They have the hats and a t-shirt. Not only can people get affordable school items here, but a lot of people get their affordable college dorm room stuff. So this is snack containers. Shoot, even some teachers get their stuff from here. That is a lunch tote, a box of 180 lunchbox notes. This is so cute. Five Below always has a variety of power banks, so that one is specifically a charmed one. They have mini stapler keychains. So this is like their stationery area where you'll find notepads, correction tape, pen, paper, like cute stuff. I need to get this for my husband. Mood in maintenance mode, right to go on his desk when he's working. $5 notebooks that says I need attention and cute but destructive. At the bottom they have desktop organization. These $7 power banks have built-in fans, and look at these huge calculators. My goodness, way bigger than my hand. Apparently they have a googly-eyed collection because I see it on the pens and some different items like notebooks, and I think those are beauty bags or pencil cases, maybe both. If you're into bows, they do have apparently headphone accessories that are silicone. They have butterfly ones, fabric colors for your headphones, the ear sets. I will say that they have a big selection, but Five Below's headphones are not the best. They're affordable and, work for its purpose, but they're not the best quality. Okay, so moving along, they have more stationery items like this writing kit with 15 items going for $5. I'm seeing highlighter, mechanical pencils, pens, the correcting stuff in there, erasers. That is pretty neat. I saw that in 3 different forms, another 15 count and a 16 count that's a little bit larger. Lots of different marker sets, poster markers, like pretty much classroom decor and calendars. They do have the bulky items for the whole classroom, like this 200 crayon set, only going for $5. Me and my friend had an interesting conversation because I know some teachers get stuff for their classroom straight out of pocket. And I remember as a kid, we would have pizza parties as a reward, and they would literally turn an 8-count pizza into this. You see this picture? This is a sketch from Facebook. Hilarious, by the way. It went from 8 slices of pizza in a box to that little strip. And then they would be like, make sure everybody eats their first slice before asking for a second. Were teachers paying for that out of pocket? I'm confused because everybody had to contribute at least $10. And I remember the teacher would get 4 boxes of pizza, Dollar Tree Coca-Cola. And they would be like, you have to finish your first slice before asking for a second. Do you see how thin that slice was? I'm just saying. And then have the nerve to say only 2 boxes were for the class and the other 2 was for teachers? What? That doesn't make sense. If there's 25 kids in the class and everybody contributes $10, what the heck happened? And I promise you, the cups of soda was not regular red Solo cups. They were like the mouthwash cups. And I know that I'm not the only one that experienced this because look at the comment section. If you look up that video, everybody's saying the same thing. And my friend had polar opposite. They had slices of pizza to themselves, $5, and you can get your own box. What? Even when we had a movie party as a reward, they would pass out those rough paper towels and the teacher would sprinkle a handful of popcorn on them. No lie. It was a complete different experience. But I'm sorry about that rant. I just thought it was interesting about how the school experience was completely different. This entire section is a dupe of Victoria's Secret Pink. I did show you the body care in a previous video, so now they have the pink tote dupes. As you can see, it has the pink dog and the pink polka dots on there. Okay, going to the accessories, they have $2 scrunchies, cute character hair clips like the Peanuts and Disney's Tinkerbell. They even have like the best friend jewelries that they usually have and bag charms. I found new plushies called Cubimals for $7. They have Wanda and Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents and Reptar from Rugrats. These look like the keychains that I showed you in a previous video, but this is out of the toy section, so the 3D printed figures come in a set or a keychain. People are going crazy for these squishy toys, so it looks like they have a new collection, and it looks like they put a limit on them too. It says 3 per customer per day. I'm guessing this is due to the popularity of them, and I've seen some extremely long lines outside of Five Below for people that collect these. This specific one looks like it's food themed, like Pop-Tarts, milkshakes, s'mores, avocados. They do have the XXL 3D squishies at the bottom, so yeah, this has become a thing that people are loving and collecting, and they're opening up their mystery bags online. In the art section, I found these cute notebooks. I love how the notebook itself looks like a frame and then it opens up to the beautiful picture. I thought that was pretty neat for those who are into art. For the hand sanitizers, of course, they're gonna have lots of Mystify. I always show you guys the new ones, including the new sets that have lip oils in there. If you're not wanting that duo set, they do have a duo set that has a hand sanitizer holder in there. This comes in 2 different scents of cotton candy and lavender. They have a pretty huge selection as far as Wish and Mystify. But do you remember when I showed you that drink and candy themed hand sanitizer collection at Walmart? Well, as you can see, Five Below has the same thing too, but it's a little bit more expensive for $5. They even have one based off of Liquid Death Mountain Mist. So if you are looking for these, they are in the beauty section as well as the wheelbarrows in the front. Now, if you followed my new Amazing Buys Facebook page, I showed you a sneak peek of their fall collection, so let's get into that. Wish has a fall trio set that includes salted caramel, candy apple, and pumpkin cupcake. Tell me those don't sound amazing, and it's only for $5. You can't beat that. Now, when I looked underneath, they have a new body care collection by Scent, and it has scents like toasted vanilla, and tell me why this is better than I thought it was going to be. This has notes of marshmallow and vanilla cream, and it smells good, guys. It does have a marshmallow scent. Now, does this have great longevity? No, but it is Five Below, so what are you really expecting? For salted caramel, it has sea salt and caramelized sugar. As you can see, the caramel dripping down the package with the specks of salt in it. That's exactly what it smells like. It's warmer, sweeter, and muskier than the other ones. The last is candy apple with notes of crisp apple and frosted sprinkles. Overall, I think that I smelled better apple scents before, but it does smell like a fall apple. I also think that those would be decent for layering together, and right next to it they have a discovery set that features pumpkin cupcake, which has notes of pumpkin spice and vanilla cake batter. Now, if you want to try that one, you can only get it in the discovery set. They don't have the full-size mist, but they have it in every other type of body care. As far as the hand creams, pumpkin cupcake, like I said, is featured in this set. Each of the hand creams have their own keychains. That one just clearly fell off. A caramel candy, apple, marshmallow, and a pumpkin. This is the only one, like I said, that I didn't get to smell, but the others smell great. Now, the candles, I don't know what happened with that because these have a really weird scent to it, almost like burnt rubber or something. Like you can smell the vanilla and the caramel in there, but that burnt rubber scent is really strong. Pumpkin spice latte is a lot better. It has, pumpkin spice and coffee scent to it. I did see some lip butter and oil duo sets at the bottom, and I was like, oh, I know somebody is gonna get each and every one of these, especially for those who love fall. I feel like Five Below, when it comes to their body care, does good on the fall scents. These remind me a lot of what I spotted at Target's Dollar Spot section, but I'll save that for another video. Like I said, I post things on the new Facebook page a little faster than YouTube because it takes longer because I have to edit. But as far as this collection, they have body lotion, hand cream, discovery sets, and body mist. Five Below has a new makeup collection. This is called Lucid. And can you guess what this is a dupe of? If you guessed Ariana Grande's REM brand, then you are correct. These are going for $7. They have multiple items in this collection, and it looks very similar to the actual brand. I feel like I should know what Beam is duping, but I cannot figure it out. It looks so familiar. We know that Envy is a dupe of Fenty. Mirage is definitely a dupe of Laneige. It looks just like it, especially those lip masks. I wanted to look up close to see what the flavors of these are. So it has brown sugar, black cherry, molten chocolate, strawberry drip, sugar rush, matcha, peach, and look at these lip masks. I regularly use Laneige. I love their lip mask products. We know that Tresse, I think that's how that is pronounced, is a Gisou dupe. It is honey themed and it looks just like the bottles of the real thing. This is a Tony Moly dupe. I mean, the packaging is almost the same. I heard that this Korean beauty brand is pretty decent as far as an affordable skincare option, but keep in mind this does have fragrance in it. That looks like a Rare Beauty dupe. The Spotlight Lip Snooze is definitely a dupe of Laneige again. It comes in fun flavors like strawberry, vanilla, and watermelon, and I heard that these work really good. I even spotted some Days products. I found a new section at Five Below called Mart, and obviously this is supposed to be an Asian market. Five Below always had Asian snacks in stores, but this area has a little bit more than before. The sign in the middle says sips and snacks, so they are still adding more to this collection, but definitely lots of ramens. They added character ramen bowls in here, and lots of collectibles similar to what the Asian market has going for $8. Looks like they're going to be adding some squishies as well, and I remember this character right here, Miku, going viral. Look at me dropping stuff. And you see my child's arm in the back trying to help me pick stuff up. I promise I'm not doing that on purpose. I spotted Kirby at the bottom. They have some shirts. So like I said, it looks like they're still filling this area in. Can't wait to see what new items they have. Some new snacks that I found are these takoyaki balls that are Japanese barbecue sauce flavored. What do you know? Pumpkin spice Pocky sticks. I usually find some interesting flavored Kit Kats in the Asian market, so it's pretty cool that they have that now at Five Below. I don't know why they're playing around. Bring back Butterfinger BBs now. These flavors came out in 2026. That is Thrill Ride Mix and Ice Cream Truck Mix, which has fun flavors like strawberry shortcake, orange twist, chocolate waffle cone, creamy banana split, and cherry ice. For the Thrill Ride Mix, they have fun flavors like cotton candy craze, lemon loop, carousel caramel apple, funhouse fruit punch, and churro coaster. I found some Goodles on the shelf going for $3, and of course I have to show you the Dubai truffles. They have that in milk and white chocolate. And the last item is going to be these cheesecake chocolate bars. That is it for my walkthrough. Thank you for watching, and as always, have fun, stay blessed, and happy shopping.